Hey there, my name is Lilian Owusuwa, and then today I wanted to talk a little bit about some project management or risk management terminologies or some tools used. So I wanted to explore the relationship between WBS dictionary, duration of project, probability of project failing to achieve schedule baseline, and EMV. So I feel like all these things are interconnected and they build off like one another. So I feel like probably the first most thing that is the WBS, which is like the foundation for estimating the project duration, creating the PEG chart, building the WBS dictionary, and establishing baseline, schedule baseline, and EMV. So the WBS dictionary kind of builds off the WBS, and same goes for the PEG chart. So the PEG chart is just used to calculate like the duration of tasks in a project. So the WBS kind of like takes a project and break it down into like manageable part, and the dictionary kind of like explain the detail of whatever is in the WBS. So example as the scope, the owner deliverables, any constraints or clarification that needed. Duration of project, just as the name implies, is just the total time it takes to complete the project, and that is mostly calculated from the PEG chart. So once you able to come up with the PEG chart, it's pretty easy to calculate the duration of the project, and from that the same PEG chart, you can use that to establish like the schedule baseline depending on like the critical path and like all those things. So the last thing here is the end value management, which tracks the actual versus the plan performance, and that so you need to know like the duration of your project and to be able to like kind of compare it to how your project is doing based on how you initially thought, or you just compare it to like the plan initial calculation of what you initially thought the project would take. So the biggest risk in this among these, I believe, is probably the PEG chart. So I feel like, so if you like a little bit off with the PEG chart, it might, so your estimate time is gonna be wrong, and everything else might be a little bit off if if there's some incorrect data with the PEG chart. So I feel like that is the most important one. The next important one is failing to achieve the schedule baseline, because if project is not delivered on time, stakeholders are not happy. If cost is overrun, stakeholders are not happy. So that's probably the most important among these, I believe. So for me personally, where I will start off, I'll kind of like start from the WBS and work my way down, since I believe that is the foundation for all of these. So I'll create my WBS dictionary. It can happen, or might be difficult to happen without the WBS. Build my PEG chart, estimate my project, which will help me know to establish my schedule baseline, and then from there I'll kind of monitor my project using the end value management, tracking it from the plan to where we are now. So that will be the order that I'll follow, and if there's any change, I'll first communicate with my team to make sure, yes, we do agree that we all agree, or we I forgot the word I'm using, but yeah, I'll communicate with my team, and then I will present to the stakeholder. After that, I'll present to the stakeholder or the senior manager in charge of the project. So in my what I use mostly is the EMV. I'm part of the PMO team, and I'm calculating always like we are always checking how we are doing performance wise, how we are doing budget wise, and of course